So basically I'm going fucking insane. And why I'm going insane is because it's finals. But it's like, it's not just finals. It's as soon as we came back from break. First of all, there was no break. There was no Thanksgiving break. There was no fucking happy Thanksgiving. There was none of that. It was just assignments due every day, and professors just bombarding me with emails, basically, giving their little warnings. When you come back, make sure that you study for a test that's going to be due as soon as you get back, and also complete this assignment that is literally due on Thanksgiving on the 27th. Thank you. So that was great. Didn't really get to enjoy it. At the same time, me first. At the same time, I moved. Me and my brother decided to move from one apartment to another. That's a whole other story in itself. But we moved in one day. Why we moved in one day was because just issues with the management. Issues. I won't go into detail on that. But we had to get our shit and get the fuck out on the 26th. No, well, we didn't have to, but we decided to because we knew it was going to be the best thing for us, and it was either then or it was never going to happen. And it took us one day. I felt like I built a house the next day. My body was in so much pain, and I had to get up and make Thanksgiving dinner with my brother. Okay, this is not a popular opinion. Of my own opinions. I normally love working in groups. I normally love it. But for some reason, I got unlucky with this one class where it's literally the whole class is just a group project. That's what the whole class is. It's just you're going to work on a group project for the whole semester. So I'm thinking, well, that's not too bad. That's going to be great. I love that. That's simpler. I don't have to be taking tests. I don't have to be studying. Studying in a different kind of way, but I'm not going to be like, fuck. Well, I'm not going to be stressed out like I would for my other classes, which I already had enough of that, right? So he's like, you just pick 3 people. Mind you, I don't know anyone in this class, and it's a really big class. I had to jump through hoops to get into that class. I had to email the coordinator and basically beg him on my hands and knees to put me in that class because I needed it for graduation, and he did. He's wonderful, honestly, love him. So I really wanted that professor because I cannot afford to fail a class. That is not in the books for me. If I want to stay on track for graduation, because if I failed another class, I was going to be able to take other classes because they're prerequisites, and it was just going to be a whole bunch of shit. So I was like, fuck this. So I went on Rate My Professor. I chose a specific professor that I wanted because his reviews were amazing. Obviously, so I go register for his class. Tell me why the wait list is 46 people. There are 46 people in line in front of me. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So then I go to the other professor that's available that's teaching the same course. And I go to Rate My Professor and tell me why he has, I think it was a 1 or a 2 out of 5. And all the comments were he's horrible. Just the comments were terrible. And I was like, I cannot do this. I cannot be with another professor like this because I can't fail. And then the other professor, his reviews were 5 out of 5. If you fail his class, you might as well drop out of college. And I was like, no, I'm not having this. And I kind of broke down for a couple of days, and I need to figure something out. So I was like, you know what? A mouth that stays closed does not get fucking fed. So I went on my computer, I emailed the coordinator. A couple of days later, I get an email from both the coordinator and the professor because I had actually emailed the professor personally to be like, hi, put me in your class, please, I'm begging. And he did. I was really grateful to be in the class. So then I get in the class, and immediately it's a group assignment, and we pick our partners day 1. My table, I don't know what it is about the class, because I think it's the class. I did not vibe with the people that I was paired with. Oh wait, actually, I wasn't paired with them yet, but I just didn't vibe with them because we had another group assignment, and I was like, these people are, not to be a fucking bitch, but they were fucking weird. And I can vibe with almost everybody. I am a little open-minded. I do keep, my mind open, and to make new friends or whatever, or just to get the shit done. So I was like, no, I know I'm not being a bitch. I know I'm not being weird. These people are weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe they don't like my vibe. Fine, right? So then I come back the next day. Oh, I missed one class, right? I missed one class, and I come back from that. I come back. Everyone's paired up in groups, and I'm like, of course, with my luck, that happens. So they had grouped up without me, and I was like, okay, I get it, fine. So I had no group, but I did have another friend who I had him for another class, and I was like, well, let's be in a group, and he's like, okay, perfect. And I was like, okay, perfect. So then I moved seats. I don't know why. And so I was like, this girl looks really nice. Like, I think I want to sit next to her and talk to her, right? So I sit next to her, and she's super sweet. She's adorable, and I'm like, love it. Like, finally, I have a friend. We hit it off, and it goes great. And then it was her, and then I think she was good friends with this other guy, and they were really close. I don't know what they were, but it doesn't really matter. And they had asked me, like, oh, are you in a group? And I was like, oh yeah, like, I am in a group. And they're like, oh, okay, like, for the group project. And I was like, oh, well, fuck, I sit next to them, like, we really got along, like, maybe it would just be best to just get in the group with them. So I told them, I was like, hey, like, I think I would just rather join y'all's group. And they're like, okay, like, cool, no, actually, no, it wasn't all fucking cool and perfect. The guy was like, he was like, unsure, but, like, in a rude way. Like, I was just taking it personally. I was taking that shit personally, because I was like, what did I do to you? Like, you don't know what I am. Like, you don't know who I am or how I am. Because he was just like, weren't you already in another group? And I was like, yeah, I was, but, like, we sit next to each other, and you're both from the same city that I'm from. I think it would just work better. Like, that's how I'm thinking in my head, because it's just logical. They were like, yeah, sure, okay, perfect, right. So we make, like, a group chat. Fast forward, there's no communication. I talk to them, and they don't talk to me. So I get an email from my professor, and he's like, you have a 0. What? Yeah, I have a 0. So I start freaking out, and I text the guy that I was originally going to be in a group with, because like I said, I have him for another class, and literally, like, panic messaged him. I was like, please, can I be in your group? I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I have a 0. This project is like 50% of the grade, and I cannot fail. And he's like, of course, you can join this. I'm like, thank God. And it's just such a better vibe. Like, it's such a better energy with people who actually know, I guess, okay, this is what it is. I think it's really refreshing to work with people who know how to work with people and who know how to work in groups. It just sucks because we have 3 weeks left. 3 weeks left. No, 2 weeks actually, because the last week is going to be finals. So we have 2 weeks, which is this week, next week, and then 1 more week, which is just finals week. So, lit fire under the ass. And I haven't even emailed my professor again because, what am I going to say? Like, I haven't even figured shit out yet. Oh my God, I'm going 90 miles per hour and I didn't even notice. That is very dangerous. And there are state troopers everywhere. So let me chill out. Let me slow down. Also, right, so I'm having such a hard time waking up early every morning. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but this is a problem of mine. And it is a very serious problem because I have to get up and be at the bus stop by 6 in the morning, and it is so hard to be there sometimes because I just can't get the fuck up, and it's also hard for me to sleep at night, and I think it's because of my anxiety, but maybe it's just the stress from school. It's definitely the stress from school. Right, so I'm like running out the door, and I forget my makeup bag. I brought my makeup bag with me in the car, and then when I went to school and I went to the restroom because I'm like, let me do my makeup here. Oh wow, they are stopping everybody. They are stopping everybody. Oh shit. Anyway, hopefully I'm not next. So I get to the restroom at school because I'm like, I'm just gonna do it here. That's what it's come to. That's what my life has come to. And then I go in my backpack and I realize my makeup bag isn't there. It's not there. And mind you, I take the bus to school. Therefore, it's about an hour away from me. So I have no access to get to my makeup bag. And I'm like, well, I mean, everyone already thought I was sick yesterday because I didn't wear any makeup. So why not do it again today? And yeah, like here it is. I left it in here. Thank God nobody stole it. I'm going pretty fucking nuts. And I'm so ready for this semester to be over. There are such good things that are coming for me, like next semester, because I'm not going to be here next semester. I got through the day. I'm driving back home right now. I'm supposed to meet my mom to eat. I couldn't even eat at school. I couldn't even really like function or process because I just got so overwhelmed and so stressed out. So I was like, no, I'm out. It's already 3. So I left a little bit early. I skipped my last class because that's the class where with my group and with my old group. I haven't confronted them yet. I need to confront them, but I haven't yet because I don't feel like it. Why am I being put in these situations? No, I know why I'm being put in these situations. I know this is something that I can handle and something that I can overcome. It's just I don't want to right now. There are other things that I could be worried about than this. Like, this is ridiculous. So, the moral of the story is pick your partners wisely if you are in college. I thought my judgment was correct. I thought we would get along. I thought we would work great together. No, we didn't, because they would talk, you know, we would be sitting in the same table and they would like talk, but like whisper to each other and like be talking about the project. And it's like, dude, why don't you fucking update me on like what's going on or what are we doing? Like, what are we gonna do? When can we meet? Like, because we were supposed to have weekly meetings. I would literally like tell them, hey, like, when do you guys want to meet this week? What time works for you guys? She would look me dead in my face and be like, I don't know. What can I do with that? I can't work with that. I can't go anywhere with that. So I was like, well, I'm not going to fucking stress if you're not fucking stressing about it. Everything works out for me, so I'm not going to stress out. Then I get a fucking 0. So that's the result of that. But that's going to change, and this semester is going to end beautifully. I'm just ready to get to the end already. I can't do it anymore. It's very overwhelming. It's very hard to work with people who don't want to work with you, I guess, because that's probably really what it is. Maybe they just didn't want to work with me, but the reason is unknown. I did not do anything to put myself in a bad light or, to prove that I am not a hard worker. I mean, hello, what do you think I do every day? Just fucking go to school and put my fingers up my ass? No. So I don't know where that judgment came off from, but they are a little bit younger than I am. Like, I'm 21 and I think they're like fresh out of high school, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think they're like 18, 19. Yeah. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. It could, it couldn't. I honestly could get less of a fuck. The only thing that I care about now is passing this class. So, that is the goal for today. No, that is the goal, like, from here forward, is to get a good grade and overcome this challenge, because this has been a challenge that I really didn't want. And also, I mean, this is just one class though. There's another class that I have a 70 in. I have a 70.33. I checked my grade this morning. It's definitely the hardest class I've ever taken. It's a senior course, which I can see why. The professor also doesn't help the situation and the fact that it's such a hard class. And my pearls with that one, because we will see. I'm putting in the effort. I'm putting in, my stress, all my energy. It's going there. Trust me. But I just don't know. No, I do know. I do know the outcome. I'm gonna fucking pass the class, whether, whatever I have to do. No, I'm gonna pass that class if it's the last fucking thing I do. I can guarantee you that. Hello? What, are you just gonna crash right into me? Maybe not. What the oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, I just got a message. Okay, I don't know. My friend just messaged me about, okay, so we applied for some scholarships. Hopefully we get it. But it's a really big scholarship, and apparently a lot of people get it. So she just messaged me to see to check the status. And I don't want to. I'm so fucking scared. If I didn't get it, I'm gonna cry. Because I wrote 4 essays for it. So I'm really, really hoping that I get it. Fuck. Oh my god. I'm nervous. If I don't get it, I'll rob a bank. I mean, there's other solutions for sure, but I would rather get it. I mean, I think that'd be the better option, to just